I had no idea what to expect with this movie when I went into it.
Some of the scenarios in this movie are hilarious. There's two scenes specifically that I really liked.
So like some of the stuff in here was actually kind of relatable.
What did you think of the roller coaster scene?
The scene was deliberately put in there to kind of foreshadow the rest of the movie. I don't know why we give a fuck so much about dick size as a man, which the dude had a solid piece on him.
You don't really know how much something's worth until you sink it, which is literally what happened to their relationships.
One time, some girl said I look like a Mexican Ryan Gosling, and I was like, "That's not true at all." But thank you. She has drawn on eyebrows, and that when she would get in fights, she would wipe them off, yo.
They're coming off.
They're coming off, yo. Real quick, everybody, before this episode starts, we just wanted to tell you guys from the bottom of our hearts that we love you guys, and we would really love it if you loved us too. That's a weird way to say that.
Yeah, that is weird. That's okay. We love you.
No, but for real, if you like this podcast and you want to support us, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, give us a rating on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or what else are we on? Amazon. Do those things for us, and we would truly, truly appreciate it. Yeah. I think that's all. Yeah, that's all. So do that, please. Okay, bye. Thanks. Cinema Rolls Podcast. Welcome to the Cinema Rolls Podcast. Today, we are reviewing and discussing Splitsville. It is a comedy directed by Michael Angelo Covino. It's written by Michael Angelo Covino and also Kyle Marvin. It stars Dakora Johnson, Adria Arjona, and Kyle Marvin.
All right. So, synopsis?
Yeah, if you would like to give one.
I pulled one up because I figured this will be better than me trying to explain this movie. But when Ashley asks for a divorce, the good-natured Carrie runs to his friends Julie and Paul for support. Their secret to happiness is an open marriage. That is until Carrie crosses the line and throws all of their relationships into chaos.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happens. All right, that's the podcast. See you guys.
Yeah, see ya. But no, I like the movie. I guess the director and writer who also star in the film have worked on another movie before. I think it was called The Climb, which I haven't heard of, so I haven't seen it.
No, I haven't either.
So may need to check that out. But yeah, so this is their second film together. I think they did a good job. This movie's pretty crazy, but it's also funny.
Yeah.
The trailer says it's the funniest film of the year. I don't know if I agree with that necessarily.
Yeah.
I might say I like Friendship more.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty funny. Like some of the scenarios in this movie are hilarious. There's two scenes specifically that I really like, which is the fight and then like the boyfriend montage later.
Yeah.
I thought those are both pretty good. Yeah, it was a good movie. I didn't necessarily end how I thought it would, or I thought it should. But it was good. I would recommend it if you're looking for something different, but also funny.
Yeah.
No.
I agree. It was pretty funny. It was very, very entertaining. I didn't really know much about this movie. I didn't really know much about Michael Angelo Covino or Kyle Marvin. Didn't even know The Climb was a movie, to be quite honest. Didn't even know of its existence. So I had no idea what to expect with this movie when I went into it. I enjoyed it. It was a roller coaster of a screwball comedy.
Yeah.
and it was fun, and I liked it. Um, I don't want to. I don't want to get too much into details
Yeah.
because I tend to do that. But yeah, and a movie about open relationships. Like going into it, I was thinking like, okay, like it's probably gonna be. If to me, I thought it was gonna be very pro open relationship,
Hmm.
and it actually wasn't. It was actually
No.
very anti open relationship. Honestly,
I don't know if I'd say it's anti, but it was definitely pro relationship. Like it was very much
yeah.
about the two different relationships, and they intertwined in a interesting way. But um,
I mean,
yeah,
the commentary of it, nothing goes well for either of the couples
no,
while they're in the open relationship. So to me, it
yeah,
feels like it's kind of saying like, "Hey, this isn't the answer," you know, like it feels anti open relationship to me, to be honest.
yeah,
Um, and maybe some people might take that as like it not being very progressive, but I think it's um a solid representation of not necessarily solid like representation. I want to say it's like an accurate, like everybody that's in an open relationship will go
yeah,
through this wildness, but it is I think it's a solid critique of what being in an open relationship would be like
yeah. I mean,
if especially if you're not accustomed to that type of relationship and you're just kind of jumping into it like the main character did.
yeah. Um, I don't know too many people that are in an open relationship or have been. The few that I do know of, it hasn't worked out well. Um,
Yeah.
and I think it could just be that someone either wants out of the relationship or is doing whatever they can to keep that other person in the relationship when maybe they probably should have had a deeper discussion and figured out that they shouldn't be together at all. But they're
Yeah.
trying to make things work by opening the relationship, and eventually things just kind of, you know, don't go well.
Yeah.
But
Speaking from personal experience, actually, not a lot of people know this, and I asked Natalie if I could talk about it before we came on here. But
okay,
Natalie and I were in an open relationship for like not even half a year. Like it was, we like opened it up, we tried it out, and it just wasn't really for us. So we closed it back up, and it was so like some of the stuff in here was actually kind of relatable, honestly.
you know,
Um, but yeah, I want to dive deeper into what was relatable, but like I said, I don't want to get too much into details.
yeah,
Um, so I guess with that, you want to jump into ratings?
yeah. I think I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
Nice.
Yeah,
I was actually debating on 7.5. I'm
yeah,
just gonna go with a 7. Solid
okay,
7.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not exactly like my cup of tea. I don't know if I'll watch this again. Maybe I think a lot of people I do know probably won't actually like the movie. Um,
Yeah.
but it did make me laugh like a lot. Some of the scenes, like I was saying, are pretty hilarious, and mm, giving it a decent score based on that alone.
Yeah. Yeah. It was weird because like the theater I was watching it in, there was like not
Hmm.
that many people in it. There was maybe this one girl who was sitting like 4 rows down from me, and she was singing by herself, and she didn't make like a single noise the whole entire movie. Like I thought she was sleeping, honestly. And then the other people that were there were like other dudes that were also seeing it by themselves, kind of like me. I was kind of judging them, but I'm like, I'm in the same spot, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, um, and then there was a couple old couples that were there to see it.
Mm.
And I think those old people there, they're just like bored with their day. They're like retired, and they're
Oh
like,
yeah.
I'm gonna go see a movie. You know, they don't even know what it is.
No.
And they're just like,
No.
whatever this is.
When I worked at the theater, old people would do that all the time. Like they would just go and spend the day there. We had
Yeah.
like a couple regulars that would
Mhm.
go buy a ticket in the morning and then they would just theater hop the rest of the day. And we
That's
didn't
cool.
like bother them, but
That's cool.
we knew what they were doing.
Yeah. Smart. But yeah, I felt like I was one of the few people that were actually laughing out loud.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because a lot of people in that theater were there by themselves. They felt like they couldn't laugh out loud for whatever reason. I didn't give a fuck. That shit was funny to me, so I was laughing.
Yeah, it was funny. I usually don't laugh loud, but I did a couple points in this one because it was hysterical. Like just the shenanigans that are going on screen. Just like, how is this even happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to jump into things I found interesting about it because I'm just like I want to talk about it.
Okay.
But
we can, or if you want to wait till
well, I'll wait till final thoughts. I'll wait because a lot of times I'll just say my whole piece in the beginning, and then by the time that we get to final thoughts, I have nothing else to say about it.
Yeah. Well, let's at least say something about it. What did you think of the roller coaster scene with the goldfish? I thought that was hilarious.
It was really funny. But what is one of the things I found interesting is I feel like the roller coaster scene was deliberately put in there to kind of foreshadow the rest of the movie. Like being in that kind of situation in an open relationship, it's literally a roller coaster. And then you actually get to experience it as the movie unfolds, how much of a roller coaster the whole thing is. You know what I mean? Because like, and sometimes I feel like when I say stuff like that, people are like, "You're reaching," right? And it's like they decided to put in a roller coaster scene for a reason. You know what I mean? It's not like right, like
well,
it's there by choice. You know?
Yeah, and also like they go to the music park, right? Like you would think that being in an open relationship would be like an amusement park. Like you have all these different rides you can go on,
options. Yeah,
but it is like this emotional roller coaster that you're getting on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool, and not only was it like a cool little foreshadowing thing, and also setting the tone for the movie, but it was hilarious. It was so funny.
Yeah. I just thought it was crazy that he got on the roller coaster holding like 15 goldfish.
I love when he's like, "Hey, do you want to take this from me?" He's like, "Nah, you're good."
Nah, like, it's like that's on you.
That's on you. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? That's so funny. I'll get into something else I thought was interesting. I have another thing that I thought was interesting that I'll say for last. But we did see what's his name?
The main guy?
Kyle Marvin. Cherry. Yeah. We saw his dick a lot. Which the dude had a solid piece on him, you know what I mean? Like I get it. But like I feel like it was only shown so much in like the first half of the movie. Because the second half of the movie you don't see it at all.
No.
And here's why. The reason why they have you see it so much in the first half of the movie is that when Dakora Johnson delivers that line to her husband, and he has a bigger dick than you, it hits way harder because we've seen it. We literally were like, "Oh fuck, she ain't lying about that," you know, like, and it's that's such a good way to just cut a dude deep. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why we give a fuck so much about dick size as a man. Like, we shouldn't care that much. And I think social media and stuff has also blown it out of proportion, and now we extra care about it. So like, telling that to a man is like, just like, you might as well just cut his dick off, you know? Like, look.
Yeah.
So
honestly, like, I've never cared about that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
it's not to say that I'm like very proud of what I have. I don't think it's impressive in any way.
Just, yeah, Eric, I wouldn't care either if I had an 8-inch penis. Okay. No, just kidding. But like, yeah, it's irrelevant, sort of. I guess I know some girls say they care, but maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't think it matters that much. But like, For most dudes, they give a fuck about it.
Yeah,
And
there's other things to care about.
yeah.
Yeah,
But so yeah, when she delivers that line, like not only do you know, like as a dude, like damn, that fucking sucks, yo, to hear that from your girl, yo. But
yeah,
like now we as the audience actually know that she's not fucking lying about it either. You know what I mean? It wasn't just something that hurt his feelings; like she was being honest, you know.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I thought that was a good way to set up that line because it's a strong line, you know.
It is. Yeah,
To give it the extra support in the beginning, the first half of the movie is it just makes
yeah,
it even harder, you know.
yeah.
I feel like I'm saying hard a lot, and we're talking about penises. We should move on.
Yeah. Well,
um,
we'll move on from the penis and we'll start talking about balls.
and yeah, we'll go in the other direction. We'll go soft, you know. Uh, um. Anyways, ratings. Let's get into ratings.
Did we already
Oh, we
get
did
into
ratings.
ratings?
We did ratings. That was what we were thinking about dicks. Um. so what's next? No, fun facts.
Yeah. Oh,
Fun
fun
facts.
facts. Okay.
Did you look up anything for this? I should have. I had time. I didn't look up anything.
I mean, I pretty much already mentioned it, but it's the director also stars in it. He's
Yeah,
the
I
best
didn't
friend
realize
Paul.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
until
and
you said it.
yeah, and then yeah. So he's the director, and then
And then
the main guy is him.
Kyle
They wrote the movie
Marvin, they
together.
co-wrote it,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, and they also did the same their last movie, which again I haven't seen. I don't really know much about, but it's also about best friends, like, and something happens between them.
Cool. That's cool. Homies writing scripts together. I like that.
Yeah, homies over hose.
Homies over house. Homies over house. That's not gangsta. Gangsta-licious. Um, I like seeing Nicholas Braun in here, the mentalist character
Oh
from
yeah,
the dude from Sky High.
yeah. I thought that's who that was. He's also
Yeah.
in Red State.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
He's been in a couple things.
yeah.
Um,
Which I've
oh
heard
yeah.
rumor that they're doing a Sky High like sequel, right?
No way, really? I don't know. I
I
didn't hear
think
that.
yeah. I don't know. I've heard rumors. I don't know if it's true, but I hope
Okay.
that it is.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But he was also in Perks of Being a Wallflower. He plays
Oh yeah.
Ponytail something. I forget his name. Ponytail Derek. What's his name? And Perks of Being a Wallflower. That's a good movie too.
Yeah.
Um, but anyways, we'll get into fun facts. I didn't really look anything up, so let's see what IMDb has for us. Did you know trivia? Oh, Michael Angelo Corvino and Kyle Marvin did their own stunts,
Oh
and
wow.
honestly, that's crazy because that fight scene between them is insane, yo.
Yeah,
And,
I love that fight scene.
and you know, actually, it was so crazy. And like, I don't know how old this Michael Angelo Covino guy is. I could look it up right now,
He
but
looks old.
he looks pretty old, yo. And I was
Yeah.
like, I was looking, as I was watching it, I was like, damn, this is a crazy fight scene. And so while I was watching it, I was like, he's got to have a stunt double, right? And I'm like looking for the stunt double, and I'm not seeing it. I'm like, I think he's doing his own stunts. I'm like, there's no way. There's no
Yeah.
way, bro. That's like he gets slammed into a coffee table. They get
Yeah.
thrown through windows, you know. I forget who slams into the dining room table, but one of them slams into the
It,
dining room table.
yeah.
Like that's crazy, dude. I guess he's not much older than he's like in his 40s, 19, barely
Yeah.
41. He's born in
Yeah, he just
1984.
looks older with the gray hair.
Yeah.
Like,
But still, I think that is still pretty scary. Like you're 41 doing stunts like that, like,
yeah.
and you're not really a stunt man.
Yeah.
Like I don't think he is. I mean, he's known for being a producer and actor
Writer
and
director.
writer director. You know, like
Yeah.
that's kind of wild. Good for them though. That's crazy. That was the only thing they had on here. Adria Arjona was pretty good. I don't think I've ever really seen her in anything, to be quite
She's
honest.
been in a few things. I forget what they were. I know I've seen them, but no, she was good. I liked her in this movie. I like
Yeah.
Dakota Johnson too, although I haven't. This is only the second movie I've seen with her in it. Really, um, I still want to see the Materialist, um, but I think she's a good actress. But so far, from what I've seen, she hasn't like really wowed me. Like, I haven't like oh yeah, she's great.
Yeah,
Like she's gonna win an Oscar someday. Maybe she will, but from what I've seen, I was like,
yeah,
she's fine. She gets the job done.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, she's very beautiful. Jason
Mm-hmm.
Momoa is a very lucky man.
Is that who he's with now?
Yeah, I think they're dating. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the only reason I knew who she was. I like Jason Momoa. I follow him on Instagram. So, um,
Mhm.
yeah,
I saw Jason Momoa once at a con.
you did.
Yeah, I was waiting in line to get my picture with JDF and Amy Jo Johnson, and
Hmm.
he was walking by with his security team, and he just waved at all of us,
That's cool.
and it was like, "Hey, it's Jason Momoa."
I didn't know
You know,
Aquaman needed a security team.
yeah, and this was like before
Oh,
that
before he
movie
became
came out.
Aquaman. Oh,
I mean, he was already announced as Aquaman. We've seen stills and stuff of him as Aquaman, but the movie
oh,
wasn't out
gotcha.
yet.
Yeah. Should I look up some stuff on Google for fun facts? That's the only thing they had on
Sure,
IMDb.
I don't know if there's going to be much.
What the fun? It gave me
Hmm?
fun facts about a bowling alley.
Oh yeah, the one that's there in Orlando
God
at
damn it.
Disney Springs.
Yeah. God damn it.
Yeah, when I
Yeah.
I looked up reviews earlier today, and two of them were for the movie, and then the rest was all for that bowling alley.
Okay, here we go. We got some decent ones here, I guess. It says it's inspired by classic comedy. Covino and Marvin drew inspiration from a range of comedic films while preparing for Splitsville for the works from the works of Woody Allen and Blake Edwards to Italian comedies of the 1970s.
Hmm.
Specific influences included Lena Wertmuller. Sorry, let me say that again. Lena Wertmuller's The Seduction of Mimi and Pietro Germi's Divorce. I guess it's an Italian movie. The filmmakers admired how these earlier films combined realistic characters with wildly cinematic slapstick. Why did Google word it that way? That was so realistic characters with absurd, wildly cinematic slapstick. I don't know why that was hard for me to say. Um,
Yeah.
maybe it's because I've been drinking. I've been drinking. I only had like 3 sips though. And if YouTube or TikTok or any other platform asks, it's water, okay? I think they'll get mad at me if I'm like doing substances on in the video.
Yes, I'm drinking water as well.
Yeah, right, Eric. I know that's a whole bottle of gin over there.
Gin. I don't know if I'd be a gin drinker if I did drink.
What would you drink, you think?
I don't know. Maybe whiskey. I don't know. I like as far as like cocktails that I've tried, I like what is it? Mojitos. I like mojitos. And I like Moscow mules. I haven't tried a whole lot, but
Moscow
I
Mule's
had to try things when
good.
I worked at the theater just because I also had to serve drinks.
So another thing is the casting of Dakota
Mhm.
Johnson and Adria Arjona gave the film a major boost in star power compared to their previous works, and casting them kind of gave them an extra boost of confidence. Um, and Yeah, but regardless of getting these recognizable names, they still try to maintain the indie sensibility and the overall absurdity within the comedy. They didn't pull their punches just because they got some beautiful women in it, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then yeah, uh, the other thing is the opening scene is really absurd. Like
Yes.
it's it's another way to set the tone for the movie because I guess especially too, like going into it, like I didn't really know what to expect from it,
Oh yeah,
and at first, so like kind of like talking in the car, I'm like, okay, like it seems kind of like cutesy, I guess. But then she starts doing the most when he like pulls his dick out. She starts like being all over him while he's driving.
yeah,
She's like, damn, she's like trying to die, yo. Um, and for some reason, I knew that dick shot was coming because like after like they get out to go help them, I was like, I don't think he ever put his dick away. And then I
yeah.
was
You never
like,
see him do it.
yeah, so like I'm
Yeah,
like watching it, and I was like kind of waiting for it, and then the joke hit, and I was like, okay, good. I was anticipating the joke, and I wanted it to happen, and it did.
butterfly band-aids.
Yeah, yeah. It's good thing the ambulance was there. Butterfly band-aids. All right. Well, that's it for the fun facts section. Want to move into suggestions?
Yes. Um, Only suggestion I really have for this movie is Take This Waltz with Seth Rogen
I don't think I've seen that movie.
and what's her name? Is it Michelle Williams? Um, she's the lead. Um, but yeah, it's about her. She's the main character, and she's in a relationship. They're married, I believe, and she's bored. She's bored of the marriage, and uh, Seth Rogen's character is like really good guy, good husband, and she's just like, I want out.
Um,
And so she leaves. She meets this other guy. It's super exciting at first, and then it gets boring again, and then she's just ends up
that's
alone.
right. I do
Yeah,
remember this movie now. I
yeah,
never, I might have watched it. I'm not sure, but I do remember it. But
yeah,
yeah, I almost forgot this movie existed until you just said it right now, Eric.
yeah.
Okay, solid suggestion. Nice.
Hmm. It's a good one.
I was trying to think of three, so I thought of three before we started. Um, the first one that came to mind was the movie Wanderlust. Do you remember that movie?
Okay, yeah. It's been a minute.
It had like Jennifer Aniston in it, I think,
And Jason
and
Bateman, right?
Jason Bateman, I believe. Yeah, or no, it was Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
It
Okay.
was oh
Hmm.
yeah, it was Jennifer Aniston and Paul Rudd. But yeah, it's pretty funny. I remember when I watched that, that was pretty funny. It's not like the best movie ever, um, but it does involve like a couple that they like go to a like a rural commune where
Hmm.
everyone's just kind of like free love, kind of
Yeah,
like a hippie commune, and they're kind of hesitant at first to like take part with what's going on there, and then they kind of give in, and it kind of all goes to shit from there.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, it's a similar themes, and it's a comedy, so I figured it was a solid suggestion. Um, the other suggestion I have is Spanglish.
I love that
Um,
movie.
Spanglish is such a good movie, and it's really funny at times. It has Adam
Yeah,
Sandler in it, and yeah, there's some cheating involved, and it
yeah,
it has an interesting plot, I guess. Like
yeah,
I guess the themes in a way are similar. It's not like open relationship, but it is like a
yeah,
complicated relationship that's kind of dwindling out.
yeah,
Um, yeah, and the
yeah. I like
characters are pretty confused with the whole dynamics of the relationships.
yeah, I like the maid, right, or the nanny, the
Which one? The
in the movie, in Spanglish. Forget it.
What's her
Uh,
name?
I don't know, but I like her. She was very beautiful in
Yes,
that
she's
movie.
very beautiful.
Yeah,
Why did she pop? Oh, Paz Paz Vega. Floor? Talking about floor?
Lord. Yeah,
Yeah. Floor, like the floor we walk on.
like I always have a hard time saying that name.
Floor. Um, but yeah, she's awesome. She's actually in another movie like a very artsy movie that I really like.
Hmm.
And it's called Sex and Lucia. Have you seen it?
I haven't.
She's like naked
I've
in that
heard of
movie
it.
the whole
That's what
time,
I've heard. Yeah.
and there's dicks in that movie too. It's crazy, but it's a very beautiful film though about love.
Yeah.
Um,
Nice.
and then the third movie I would suggest is Crazy Stupid Love.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
None of these are as absurd as Splitsville at all, but
No.
they're all comedies, and they all have to do
Yes.
about
Similar themes.
they all have similar themes where people are being complicated with the dynamics of their current relationships.
Mhm.
So yeah, Crazy Stupid Love. I love that movie. That movie's so good. Um,
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling's so cool in it.
He's cool and everything.
Yeah, he's been my man crush since The Notebook. Love that dude. One time, some girl said I look like a Mexican Ryan Gosling, and I was like, "That's not true at all." But thank you. I'll take it. That was the one and only time I've ever gotten that, so that's how I knew she was lying. Let's move into gonna move into what we've been watching, or do you have any more suggestions?
No, I don't have any more suggestions.
Okay.
Yeah. What you've been watching?
Cha.
Um, new episodes of Alien Earth, Peacemaker, Dexter. All have been really good.
Nice. I've only been watching
Um,
Alien Earth. It's the only thing I
yeah,
have time for.
yeah, but that episode is really good.
It was. It felt like another
Yeah,
Alien movie.
yeah, it did, which I love.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and then Peacemaker's okay. I don't know if I really like this episode as much as the first two. Um, and then Dexter was the season finale. Um, ended good. I thought it was gonna end a little differently, but I was cool with the way they ended it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Um,
Do you think the general audience is gonna take the ending well, or if do you know if they've
yeah,
taken
I
it
mean
well?
it's not like the ending of the original series where like everyone was pissed,
It doesn't say because they haven't
Yeah,
had a lot
no.
of they haven't had a good
Uh,
track record.
essentially, earlier in the season, there's some guy that got away, and I thought it was going to end with him tracking him down, and that's where it was going to like stop. And you know, next season we'll find out more.
Right.
Uh, but they didn't do that. There is a little bit of a cliffhanger, but just like I said, just not what I thought they were going to do.
Yeah.
Um, uh, and then I saw the original Toxic Avenger. I watched that, and then I went and watched the new one with Peter Dinklage, and they are interesting movies, to
Yeah.
say the least.
We talked about it briefly through Snapchat and text. I kind of wish we would have saved it for the pod a little bit, but it's okay.
Yeah,
Because I was telling you that I'd never been really into those types of movies that are just like weird just to be weird, you know.
yeah,
But you said it was weird but good. Yeah.
yeah. It yeah, because a lot of those movies that are just weird to be weird or just like bad and just kind of suck. I don't
Yeah.
really
Because
care
there's
for so much
some
because
movies that are really bad and they get a cult following because they're bad, and I've never really understood
yeah.
that, to be quite honest.
Well, The Room, right?
Yeah.
That that movie's crazy. I would watch that again because it is so bad.
So
It is
bad.
entertaining,
Yeah.
but it's because what's his face? I forget his name at the moment. He legit thought he was making like this really artsy,
Masterpiece.
film that was going to win him an Oscar. Like he was putting his all into it, but it's
Tommy
terrible.
was so.
Tommy Wiseau, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I think that's like the charm of the movies that, although it's bad, like this is not how you make a movie. It's the love that he put into it. It's and it's kind of like what makes it,
It has it
endearing
gives
in
it
a
a
way.
charm, I guess.
Yeah,
Huh.
because the movie's terrible.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Um, like I watched The Disaster Artist, which is a decent film,
I like that movie.
but The Room, I think is actually more entertaining. Like I would watch that again before I watch Disaster Artist. Um, but yeah, Toxic Avenger came out '80s, the first one.
Mhm.
It's so weird. everyone in this town treats this guy like shit, and he's
Mhm.
just like this happy-go-lucky guy, janitor at gym, and everyone at that gym just picks on him, and they force him into this tutu, throw him out of the second story, and he just happens to land in toxic, like
Vat of
this
toxic
toxic,
waste or
like,
something.
yeah, and because like people who were driving that truck just stopped there for some random ass reason. Nothing makes sense in this, but it's just funny, and it's yeah, it's just it felt more like a parody, so it wasn't necessarily being bad to be bad, but it's making fun of, I guess, other movies similar to it. I don't know of another movie like this really, so it's hard to say what it was being a parody of, unless it's just like superhero movies or action movies. Um, but yeah, then the remake I liked a lot more, um, and I don't know if I would have liked it if I had not seen the original first.
Gotcha.
Like,
Yeah.
um,
Because then you don't understand like what it's like, not
yeah,
necessarily referencing, but I guess pulling its material from,
yeah,
like sourcing it from.
yeah, and it was funny. There's a lot of just silly like stuff going on. One of my favorite lines in the movie was it's all said off screen, but they see Toxie, and he like runs away, and they're like, it's a demon, it's a fiend, and someone else says those are the same things.
Peter
Yeah,
Dinklage is good.
yeah, he's good. He's not in the suit. Some other actress is actually in the Toxie suit, and
Oh,
so
okay.
Peter
So
Dinklage is in the beginning of the
he's just the
movie,
beginning, and he falls
and
into the vat. He goes away.
he's the voice. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
um,
gotcha. So
yeah.
is the Avenger like another guy, or is it like a CGI thing, or is it like
No,
a?
it's a rubber suit. It's
Oh,
all
okay.
practical effects.
I would say in this type of film, they probably wouldn't want any CGI. Yeah,
No,
probably
I mean,
mostly
there
practical.
might have been some, but yeah, they used practical as much as they could.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it was good. It's fun. I described it as like a live action cartoon.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Maybe
which
I'll have to
the
watch
movie we
those.
just watched kind of was also like that in a way,
Yeah.
with how over the top some of those scenes were.
Right. Yeah. I was also telling you like I never really liked movies that were super absurd like that. Just because
Hmm.
I feel like it's like a cheap way to get like attention. Like like if you make
Yeah,
something so weird, people are gonna look at it like, "Whoa, that's fucking weird," But that doesn't necessarily make it good. Like,
yeah.
uh, I was telling you
That's how
that.
I feel about Terrifier.
Yeah,
Have
I
you
mean, I've
seen
never
that?
watched
Yeah,
Terrifier. We're actually gonna watch it soon because Halloween Horror Nights has a house for him. Um,
yeah.
and we're gonna go through the house, but we want to watch the movie before we go through it, so we actually understand what we're seeing in the house.
Hmm.
Um, so I'm gonna watch it soon. But yeah, I've been hesitant to watch that too. I was telling you, our cousin Aldo really liked Hobo with a Shotgun,
Yeah,
and a lot of people probably don't even know what that fucking movie is. It's it's like a raunchy horror action flick, like kind of like
yeah,
grindhousey, but like more absurd, I guess.
yeah.
Um, and yeah, he loved that movie, and I thought it was just okay. I tried to like be empathetic and like see where he was coming from, and like try to like it too, but I just never really got into it.
Mhm.
Um, the preview is the preview for it is pretty um exciting. I will say that if you watch the preview for it, you're like,
Yeah,
okay, this looks pretty crazy. Um, but the movie itself, I was like, eh.
yeah,
Uh, so yeah, that's why like with this Toxic Avenger movie, I was like, I know it has like a cult following and people seem to like it a lot, but I'm hesitant for that
yeah,
too.
yeah.
But
No, that's understandable. Um, yeah, like I don't like things that are just bad for the sake of being bad or gross for the sake of being gross. Like I said, Terrifier I don't think is good. I watched the first two. I don't know if I could bring myself to watch the third one, which I hear they get better. Like the second one is better than the first one, but
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Eh,
It's just no needless like gore and just doesn't make
Yeah.
any
And I
sense.
think stuff like that, I think people that do say they like it, I think they just say they like it because it makes them feel edgy and like
Yeah,
cool, like as if they can tolerate things that other people cannot, you know?
yeah,
And it's
but
like,
like the stuff is even it's so much that it's not even scary. It's not even gross anymore because it's so unrealistic. It's just stupid. To be
yeah,
honest,
yeah,
I don't like it.
yeah.
I'm sorry if I offend you Terrifier fans, but
So
no.
I mean, like even the Saw franchise, I like the first two are okay. I mean, the first one's good,
Hmm.
but the second one's okay, and then the rest are all shit. I feel like because like
Yeah,
it's just a gore fest. Like there's nothing like, and like I know there's some people that like love gore or whatever, right? But that's what I'm saying. I think
yeah,
the people that love gore, it's just like there's no real like. There's a craft to it, yeah, because like the effects and whatnot, like that's an artsy craft for sure. There's an
hmm,
art to it, but like it just doesn't feel like meaningful or moving whatsoever, you know. And I feel
yeah,
like people that say they like it just say they like it because it makes them seem cool and edgier than people that
yeah.
don't like it, you
They're
know.
hardcore
Yeah,
metal.
like, yeah, like you don't
Yeah.
understand how crazy I am, bro. You know, like, like all right, dude,
All
whatever.
right, cool.
Yeah, I was talking to this girl once. She was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a big horror fan," and she had like all these like horror tattoos, like Jason, like Freddy, right? And I was like, "Oh,
Mhm.
that's dope." Like, I was like, What's your favorite like horror like franchise?" And she said Saw, and I was like, I can't with you, bro. Like I can't even talk to you anymore. Uh,
For me, there's only two correct answers: either Scream
Scream,
or Nightmare.
Nightmare on
Yeah,
Elm
Nightmare
Street.
on Elm Street. Yeah.
Yeah, those are both amazing. But like, and I would even take Friday the 13th, and Friday the 13th, honestly, is probably the shittiest one of them all of the slashers. But like, the first one's solid, and it has like some pretty fun lore behind it. Jason has some fun
Yeah.
lore, you know. So like, and like the fact that they maintain the what is it? I'm trying to say the not I keep saying absurdity just because this movie was that we're reviewing is so absurd. But like the trashiness. It's like a trashy horror film. They keep
Yeah.
that theme throughout all of them. I like that.
All of them. Yeah.
They stay true to their colors. I fuck with that. Um there's like titties in every movie, you know? Like
Hell yeah, he has to know which ones to kill, Josh.
exactly. Yeah, he kills the whores first. Thank God my
Yeah.
child's asleep, right? Like that. I feel like, you know, what kind we're talking about dicks and whores. Uh, um, but yeah, and then I mentioned she like asked me back like, oh, what are you into, right? And I was like, well, I really like Ari Aster. I was like, Hereditary blew my fucking mind, you know. Midsummer's great. I really like fucking I'm blank his fucking name now. The
Jordan
dude that
Peele.
did, huh?
Jordan Peele.
No, Jordan Peele's great too. But like the he mostly does shows. Something Flanagan, Mike Flanagan. Is
Oh
that
yeah.
yeah, Mike Flanagan. Like all of his stuff, beautiful, you know. Like Haunting of Hill House, amazing. Like that sad horror, and then even that one he did that no one really watched. The what's it called? The midnight something midnight midnight mass. Did you watch that one?
No.
It's his vampire one, and it's pretty good. And no one really talked about it, but it's pretty solid. And I like the
Pretty
angle he
good.
went. Yeah, he went into
I
he went into it from a different angle than most people would go into vampire stuff. And I fuck with it, yo. It was cool.
I like a good vampire story, but like most of them that I've seen since like Twilight became a thing have not been that great,
You would
to
like
be
this one,
honest.
Eric, because it ties in with like Christianity and Christianity mythology type stuff and like angels and shit like that. It's cool as fuck.
Awesome. I liked
Um,
how with Dracula 2000 they tie it to Judas, and that Judas is Dracula.
yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah, but I like that because vampires are kind of really deeply connected to Christianity and Catholicism. You know, there's always
Yeah.
been like that there. That's why they hunt them down with crosses and shit. You know, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I mentioned this to this girl, right? This stuff that I'm into as far as horror goes.
Hmm.
She's like, "Yeah, I don't really like that stuff." And I was like, "I don't ever want to talk to you ever again." Like, you're a poser. You're a poser.
Yeah. You just like the gruesome stuff because then people think she's cool.
Yeah, she just want to
She's
be edgy.
edgy.
Yep.
Edgelord.
She's an edgelord. Yeah, I was about to say that she's an edgelord. Anyways, I feel like now I'm rambling too much about this. What we've been watching? Were you still listing off your things?
I think that's it. Yeah. I haven't seen anything else since.
Toxic Avenger.
So,
That's
yeah.
where you left off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
If you did like the original Toxic Avenger, go watch this new one. It's pretty good. I don't know if it's going to get a lot of people to go see it. So go check it out.
Yeah, I might have to watch it just because you said good things about it. What's it called? So, what I've been watching, I've actually been making an effort to log it in my letterbox, like what I've been watching and when.
Oh, nice.
Which letterbox is such a cool fucking application, yo. Like,
I
if you
downloaded it, but I haven't really used it.
get on that, Eric. It's the best way to make. It's the best way to make movie list. It's I'll show you. I'll show you my list right now. I have a favorite movie. I have a favorite movies list. So I have a watch list. Look at my watch list, yo. It organizes it with and it's crazy long, yo. I got hella movies on here. And so anytime I want to watch a movie, I just go to my watch list, you know, and
Yeah.
they're all solid films, yo. And so, anyways, I've been logging it on Letterbox. If anybody on here wants to follow me on Letterbox, I don't review things on here as much as I would like to. I have a couple reviews that I think are pretty good, but you know, no one's really liked them or anything. But I think the ones that actually the reviews that get a lot of likes are like the funny ones. They're like one sentence words. They're
Yeah.
like one sentence reviews. Um, but anyways, what I've been watching. After Caught Stealing and Honey. No, why is Honey Don't listed twice? What the fuck? After Caught Stealing, I watched Honey I Shrunk the Kids with the kiddo last weekend.
Good one.
So I have a whole list for her too, movies I want to show her, and I always ask her when she comes over. I was like, "Do you want to continue with our Marvel movies, or do you want to watch something else?" And last weekend she was like, "Let's watch something else." So I gave her the list, and I let her pick from the list, and she picked Honey I Shrunk the Kids, and she loved it. She really liked it a lot, and she saw after we watched it, it gives you like suggestions for the sequels. And she's like, "Honey, I blew up the kid," and I was like, "Yeah, that one's pretty funny. It's not as good, but it's like." um, and then she wanted to watch Tron Legacy because she
Ooh.
saw a preview for the new Tron movie coming out,
Yeah, for
and
Aries.
we went on the ride when you guys were all here.
Oh, right. That was a
and,
great ride.
and so ever since that ride, she's been like mad interested in Tron. And so she asked if we could watch it this last Saturday, and she really liked that too. She thought it was pretty
So
cool.
you guys watch Legacy?
Yeah.
Nice.
She was like, the light cycles are pretty cool. And I was like, yeah, they are. They are pretty cool.
They are pretty cool.
And then Sunday, after the kiddo left, Natalie and I watched Maxine. We finally finished the trilogy.
Nice. I
Honestly,
haven't. I only watched the first one.
Yo, solid horror trilogy. Maxine, I think, was actually the worst of them all, to be quite honest. But it wasn't bad. It was just not as good as the other two.
The other two's X and Pearl, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Technically, if you went in chronological order, it's Pearl, X, then Maxine. Release order, X, Pearl, then Maxine. But what I love about these movies is they nail the era's aesthetic in every movie. So in the first movie X, it's the 70s,
Hmm.
and they nail the aesthetic. And it's honestly, I don't think they're trying really hard to nail the aesthetic in that one, but they did match it pretty well. Um, and that one was more just like a fear of getting old type thing. That
Hmm.
one, and they did that really well. Um, and they did a good job of like juxtaposing young and old before Substance did it. Um, and Pearl, they really matched the aesthetics of what is it? I think it's 40s, the 40s, yeah, 40s. Or forget when Pearl takes place, but they match the aesthetics with the credits and everything, like even down to the tiniest details. You know, they match the aesthetics of that era as far as filmmaking goes. Like how if like say that movie was made when it was it because it's referencing like the 40s, right? Say that movie was made in the 40s, that's how it would look, you know, and that's how it would come up with it. It would have the credits like how it's styled.
Nice.
Um, so it's and same with the other movies, and same with Maxine. Like they match the 80s really well. It's it's cool that the fact that they match the aesthetics so well of those eras. It's just makes it really nice.
Awesome. 'Cause, you mentioned credits. I like how this last couple movies we've seen, the they like do different things with the credits with weapons. The credits were going up on either side of the triangle that was there.
Yeah,
And
yeah, they've
then
been having fun with them lately.
yeah, then in caught stealing when we were leaving, it
It was like bouncing
like
around,
glitched
yo.
out and then it started going in reverse. So
Yep, yep.
yeah, so yeah, I thought it was cool that they're having some fun with credits lately.
They have been. I think it's because they realize people are actually sitting through them now because of all the Marvel post credit scenes.
Yeah. So now they got to entertain people.
I just realized I told the audience that if they want to follow me on Letterboxd, they can, but I didn't tell them what my username was. So if you guys want to
Yeah.
follow me on Letterboxd, you guys can. It's I'm Josh the Animator. Look me up. It's all one thing with a capital at the beginning of each word. Yeah, I got a bunch of movie lists. Mostly for like movie references for films that I want to make or scripts that I want to
Mhm.
write. So, but yeah, you definitely need to get on that app, Eric. It's super cool. Fuck with it.
All right.
All right, you want to jump into what we're looking forward to?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking forward to other
I'm
than
looking forward
Demon
to the
Slayer.
Smashing Machine, bro. The Smashing
Oh yeah,
Machine.
Smash Machine.
I
We've
told
been
you it
talking
was
about
gonna be
that movie
good.
for a while, but yeah.
Yeah, forever ago when I first heard it was coming, I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "He looks like he's gonna win an Oscar." And then the other day, I saw a picture, not a picture, a video of him getting like a 16-minute standing ovation at the end of the movie.
Oh yeah,
I'm
it's
telling
awesome.
you,
Good for him.
I'm
I know
telling you,
people like to
bro.
hate on The Rock, but I've always been a fan of him.
He seems like a nice guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
um,
Uh, he usually plays the same character in most movies, but
yeah. That's why I like that he's switching it up right now and like
yeah,
actually, attempting to be like a real fucking actor.
yeah. I saw in an interview recently he said he's gonna take his acting more seriously and start doing some different roles. So
Yeah, yeah. I gotta stop
it's
calling him
cool.
The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, he's Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Johnson. um, but yeah, I'm really excited for that movie. Can't wait.
I'm excited for The Long Walk
Long Walk looks cool.
and The Running Man, which I didn't mention this. I did watch this movie recently, the original with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, which have you seen The Running Man?
I don't think I have actually. I know of it, but I've never
It's
seen it.
it's weird. Of the Arnold movies I've seen from like the 80s, it's not that great compared to like Terminator or Total Recall. Oh, Total Recall I think was 1990.
Does he ever do the dance? in the movie?
What dance?
The Running Man.
Oh no. No. But he does say I'll be back again. In
Nice.
this movie. It's there's a lot of puns, there's a lot of like silly jokes, and just the way like it was filmed and the like how it was. I didn't think when I was watching it that Stephen King would have liked this movie. I looked it up and he didn't.
It's based off of one of his books.
One of his books. It was under his pseudonym, Richard
Oh, right,
something
that's right. He did have a
Bachman.
pseudonym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So also the Long Walk was also written under that pseudonym. Um, but the new Running Man that Edgar Wright is doing,
Uh huh.
I think that one's going to be more true to the book, but also I think he may have also been a fan of this movie with Arnold, so it's probably going to keep some of the humor in it as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it looks good. The new Running Man.
What do you think about Glenn Powell as an actor, Eric?
I don't hate him. Everything I've seen him in so far is fine. He's
Yeah,
everywhere, so
he does seem like he's appearing everywhere, and uh, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not like a huge fan. I'm not saying he's a bad actor, but
yeah,
I'm not like a huge like. I feel like there's nothing I've seen him in that's like that like blew me away. You know, I haven't seen him like,
yeah, same.
damn, yo, he's like a really good actor. Like he's always just like he's Glenn
He's just
Powell.
like a charismatic, good-looking guy.
I think that's why though. I think that's
Yeah,
why he's getting. I
yeah,
think that's why it's everywhere.
yeah. Um, I remember the first. I think I had seen him in something else, but the trailer for that movie he was in with Sydney Sweeney,
Right.
like that's one of the first times I remember seeing him. And
Yeah.
when I saw it, I was like, "Who's this?" Like, you know, subpar Chris Evans. Like,
Yeah. It's funny too because it's funny that you said that. Natalie's dad said that he really wanted Glenn Powell to be the next Captain America.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to do that.
Yeah.
Not my Captain America.
That's not America's ass.
Yeah, but no. You think he's just a industry plant like Kevin Hart?
Kinda, yeah. But yeah, Neon is coming up with a lot of new movies lately. They're
Yeah, all
putting
the
out
trailers I've seen from
a
them
lot
have
of
been
original
looking pretty
scripts.
good.
Yeah, yeah. They look at then. There's something interesting that's happening. I think Eric with
What's that?
because if you've noticed,
Hmm.
rom-coms and romance films have been on quite the decline for a while
Hmm.
now. You don't really see them in movies anymore, at movie theaters
Hmm.
anymore. They usually go straight to streaming. And um, but what is still doing pretty well is horror. Horror still
Hmm.
goes to theaters. People will still go to theaters for horror. So I think what's happening is we're now starting to get these interesting psychological thriller type movies that involve relationships or even um, insanely absurd indie artsy films about relationships rather than it being like a rom com. It's almost like you have to put a crazy twist on it in order to get it into theaters. You know, like you had Together.
Together?
You got Splitsville. You had this new movie coming out that recently too called Threesome. Um,
Oh yeah.
and then there's a few others. And there's that one Keeper.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I think there's a wave happening.
You know, I wonder if it has anything to do with the loneliness epidemic that we seem to be going through.
Yeah,
Maybe they want people to go on dates.
I think
You
too.
know?
Yeah, people are realizing that there's a big interest around relationships because so many are failing or are not even happening. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there's a big push for these types of scripts right now.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Anywho, you want to get into final thoughts?
Yes. Final thoughts. Um, no, movie's great. It's just funny. The fight scene, which we talked a little bit before, but I liked how in the middle of the fight scene they stopped because they broke the tank, the fish tank.
Yeah. That was
they,
funny.
they go and pick up each fish and throw them in the tub.
He's like, ow, that one stung me.
It's like,
It's like, fuck that one. Leave that one.
it's funny that they could like stop and work together
Yeah.
to get these fish, and then they just start the fight again.
Yeah, because they're best friends, but they're just
Yeah.
they're in an absurd situation.
It's funny because you could totally tell that they're best friends. Like they legit love each other.
Yeah.
But just this crazy thing has happened.
Yeah. And I think homie's reaction to him sleeping with his wife is pretty fair, yo. I think I'd be pretty pissed too. You know, I let my best friend stay at my house, and then like the next morning he's like, "Yeah, I slept with her." I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" Like,
but yeah, look at his like perspective. He's going through this crazy thing with his wife. His friends tell him, "Hey, we're open," and I wouldn't care if you slept with my wife. And then the guy's not there, so he does. And he's like, "Oh, by the way, I did that. You said I could."
Well, he says it knowing that it's his best friend, and his best friend probably wouldn't do that to him. That's crazy, yo. That's crazy.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't, but also
and then he does it.
He currently was in, where he was like heartbroken.
No, don't justify Eric.
I'm not just saying you don't know what that guy's going to do.
That's insane.
It's not okay, but it's just you told him to do it.
Bro code. Do people still say that? That's crazy. Dakora Johnson's character for even hitting on him is also crazy. That's insane.
Yeah, she did it after she saw his penis.
Yeah, maybe that was the actual reason why. But no, it seems like she really just wanted to get to her husband because she just assumed he was out there
because he was
fucking women.
Which is crazy that he wasn't introduced the thought to do that, and he wasn't.
I know.
He was just afraid that he was going to lose her. So he's like, well, maybe if I say that I'm open to doing this, that she'll stay, because now she does have the opportunity to be with someone else. I've given her permission to do so.
Yeah. It does feel very anti-open relationship to me. And I like that they took this very unconventional concept, this unconventional relationship concept, and just made it feel extra unconventional and extra weird and extra chaotic, and just turned up the amp to full volume on how weird it actually would be if you just let your spouse fuck whoever, whenever, And there's a scene or a sequence really that I really enjoyed in this movie, and that's when he goes back home.
Yeah.
And he Adria Arjona has a guy over who's a very likable dude.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Yeah. And he has it in his head now that like, okay, well, I'm just gonna make this okay so that it doesn't hurt me as much as it could or should. So he's like, yeah, he just proposes this idea. Let's be in an open relationship. Do whatever you want. I'll sleep on the couch. No big deal.
Yeah.
And then he has a list. And the fact that they have a house that's pretty like open. There's like no doors in it.
Yeah.
He has to hear everything with everyone she's doing it with.
Yeah.
And then he befriends everybody. That's
everyone
that she's fucking. So they end up staying at the house for way longer than they should, or would have. And
like they plan nights together. They have movie nights.
Yeah, movie nights. Thursday we have movie nights. I loved it, bro. And then the Mexican dude from Umbrella Academy.
Yeah,
I liked seeing him in this movie too.
I thought his character was funny because, like, when she starts dating the girl, he seems really upset, and you think because she's in like a same-sex relationship, but it's because he's also possibly gay or bisexual. But
yeah, I think it was more I think he was bothered by the fact that she was in a. I think he was just bothered by the fact that she was in another relationship. Period. Like he was also having trouble dealing with it. But I think he was at the time trying to be like, in a way, like trying to understand where she was coming from and try to like mimic what she was doing. Uh,
Maybe.
and and just tried it out, even though he probably wasn't, or maybe he is, or questioning. I don't know,
Yeah.
um, but anyways, I really like that sequence a lot because, and
Yeah, me too.
the reason why is because like it's a very like good visual representation of like how it might actually feel if you let your significant other do that, and it reminded me of something my youth pastor told me once, and I don't necessarily believe this. Really, it's not like my philosophy. It's just something he told me. He said that when you have a lot of sexual partners, by the time you are in a marriage and you're with your wife, you're now bringing all of those partners into bed with you. And
Mhm.
I like I said, I don't necessarily believe that, but I think if you're in a relationship and you let your significant other sleep around, and not only are they sleeping around, but they're bringing people back to your house, it probably does feel like that. And then
Yeah.
it's like it makes it even it makes the when she finally comes back to him and tries to like get him back and she's singing the song to him or whatever, which is really
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
The
But
fray.
yeah, she looks like dumb as fuck. But like it makes it for as the audience, we are now just as disgusted with her as he is, because we had that visual representation of all the men that she slept with now
Hmm.
staying in the house with them, and it's you seeing them all together. It just kind of feels grody, I guess is the word I
Yeah.
would say. Like it feels just like it makes you um, view her kind of differently, even though you probably shouldn't. Like it shouldn't be like oh, you sleep with
Yeah.
a bunch of dudes, you're gross, right? But because like they all stay there in the house, it gives it that extra feeling of like, what are you doing, lady? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, her character, you know, at the start of the movie, she tells him that she wants a divorce and that she's basically just bored with the guy. Like she's like he's just too nice and she wants to like try new things like sexually and he's just too like vanilla for her.
yep,
And so that she goes and she tries all this stuff and you see with every new person she's with, she's like constantly changing like what she likes and what she's into and her style. And ultimately she realizes that she's been chasing all this stuff, but she's had this decent guy this whole time.
yeah,
And that's when she tries to go back to him. It's just relationships, they're interesting.
yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, I love that sequence. It's like, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It feels very anti-open relationship. You know what I mean? Like that sequence alone is just like trying to tell the audience like look how like crazy and chaotic and stupid this all is. You know what I mean? That sequence was really really good. Yeah, and eventually when they all go back to each other, it kind of goes back to just being how it was, kind of, but just maybe a little
Yeah.
bit better because they understand each other better. It makes you feel like all of that chaos, right? All everything they just went, the whole story, the whole movie could have been avoided if they just would have been honest and communicated with each other
Yeah.
better. You
Like
know,
if he had actually let her finish reading her letter instead of running away.
maybe yeah, but also too, like even with the other couple, right? Like they open up the relationship, and he opens it up just because he's like, yo, I'm self conscious of how I
Mhm.
look, and I'm almost positive I don't deserve you. Like you can get with anybody, and so I figured at some point you're going to cheat on me because I'm me, right? He's insecure about
Yeah.
himself. You're gonna do it eventually, so I might as well just make the bad thing okay, so that when it did happen, it wasn't like I was okay with it because I allowed it, you know.
Yeah.
So had he just had he not like opened up the relationship and just told his wife like, hey, like you know, I feel like I'm like not the best guy. I'm not really good looking, and like you're beautiful and amazing. And you know, I feel like one day you might leave me for somebody better just because I suck. I'm sure she would
Yeah.
have been like, "No, you don't suck, and I fucking love you, yo. What's going on?"
Yeah.
You
And
know,
then
like
also
no,
he was doing these like shady like business dealings. He wasn't telling her about the reason he's doing them is because he's afraid he's going to lose her. Like if he's not able to support her and give her everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, he was just mad insecure. Which, by the way, if you're mad insecure, that's like the opposite of what you should do is go into an open relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the movie, when everything comes around full circle, it's all you're looking at the couples as if like, damn, this whole thing could have just been avoided had they just been better in their current relationship rather than trying to literally, like you said, run away from it and try other things. Because then they
Because
tried
you
other
read it in an
things.
article.
Oh yeah, right. Then they tried other things and they come back and it's like, oh, that was a mistake. you know?
Yeah. I forget what it was, when they ultimately end up cheating with their actual like wives and husbands at the end of the movie. Dakora Johnson's character, Julie, like you could tell that she's starting to get bored with Carrie at this point, and
Yeah.
then her husband comes around. He's doing some crazy stuff where he hires the girl to look like her and
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
the guy's same name, and I don't know, it's weird. But he like
Yeah.
he says something to her that like impresses her, and then they hook up in the room. Uh,
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. I don't remember what he did or said, but it was crazy that was happening when Harry was also like doing things with his
Well,
wife.
well, it was
Yeah.
because she found out that he actually wasn't sleeping with anybody else.
Yes, that's it.
So like
That,
the
that
whole
neither of them
time,
had actually cheated until
yeah, because
that
the only reason
happened.
she
Yeah.
cheated was to get back at him, really, because she thought
Yeah.
he was cheating, and then like he's like, I wasn't, like he's like, I'm an honest person now, like I'm being completely honest. She's like, so
Yeah.
what were you doing on those business meetings? Were you sleeping with other people? He's like, no, and she's like, what the fuck, dude? Like the only reason I did all this is because I thought you were sleeping with people. But yeah, so that's exactly what I'm talking about. See, at the
Yeah.
end, they have that communication finally, and they're able to get reconcile. But like,
Yeah.
had they just communicated better at the beginning, it would have all been avoided. You know?
Then what I like is at the end with the son, he has his friend, which I think is supposed to be like their friendship because he talks about at one point that his dad had stolen a bike or something before. Forget what he said exactly.
Not jet ski, a snowmobile.
A snowmobile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so the kid who had stolen a jet ski before steals this like little boat. And he's with his friend, and his friend asks him like, "How much is this thing worth?" And he's like, you don't really know how much something's worth until you sink it," which is literally what happened to their relationships. They
Yeah,
sunk their relationships, and then they realized how much those people actually meant to them.
yeah, that's true. There was a couple lines of dialogue too that like that was one thing I really liked about this movie is everything fit thematically very well. Like I said with the roller coaster, and then even the fact that his dick gets shown a lot in the like first half, and then she hits him with that line, "This dick's bigger than yours," like everything was cohesive.
I liked the fact that during their fight, Carrie's eyebrows get burnt off,
That shit was so funny to me. Yeah.
and
He's
then
like,
at
"You
the
almost
end
got
with
me." His eyebrows are gone.
at the end with the fire with the birthday cake, the dad's eyebrows get burnt off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then when the dad's
Yeah.
eyebrows got burnt off, I was like, "What is this? What are these people? What's it with these people and their eyebrows?" And I love that he just draws them on after it gets them burnt off.
Yeah.
She's like, "What happened to your eyebrows?"
He just looks crazy.
Yeah. Oh shit. Speaking of drawn on eyebrows, our cousin Andrew used to tell me this story about our cousin Candace.
Yeah.
She has drawn on eyebrows, and that when
Mhm.
she would get in fights, she would wipe them off, to
Yeah.
make her look crazier.
Wipe them off. And she'd be like, "They're coming off."
They're coming off. That's wild, I guess maybe it makes her more aerodynamic when she fights,
I don't know. Or maybe she just didn't want the fight to like mess up the lines, so she just take them off so that she could
Yeah, so they didn't get
put
smeared
them
or
back
something,
on.
I
I don't know.
guess.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. To be fair, I think it's a good scare tactic, right? You see
Yeah.
somebody with eyebrows and suddenly they don't, you're like, oh, all right. No, I'm sorry. Whatever I did, I'm sorry. All right. Well,
Yeah.
you have anything more for Splitsville, Eric?
No, I think I've said everything I need to say. It's a good movie.
By the way, how lucky are these guys, right? They co-write this funny story and then they get like two beautiful actresses to star in it, and they both get to like hook up with both of them.
Yeah.
No, that's homies helping homies. Okay, that's bros over hoes right there.
Uh-huh. You the homie.
That's Madden before Jasmine and Aladdin. Anyways, that's cool.
That's cool.
But all right, I think we're done here.
All right, awesome.
If you made it this far, thank you for watching our whole episode, and thank you for watching us ramble and watching me trip over my words because I brain fart so often. That's just due to all the drugs I've done in my lifetime and my ADHD. You know, those things don't mix very well. So, so I appreciate you for sticking through it and listening to us and being a fan of our podcast. And if you want to talk to us, you can email at us. The email will be in the description below. Eric will sometimes also put it on the screen. I think most of the time, actually. So you'll see it there. Yeah, send us in your thoughts, ideas on this movie, other movies. You can review our review if you want. We've had people write in and then review our review. You know, and then we'll review your review of our review, and then so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And then it becomes like a whole Inception thing. It's fun.
Review Inception.
Yeah. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. That was the Cinema Rolls podcast. We love you guys. Goodbye, and to all, good night.
Bye.